Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Idiots Out Wrenching Around. We're here in Kellyland, and I've got a surprise for you. Hey there, how are you? Hello, welcome back. Well, it kind of pulled right on out of the shot on that one, but here she is. This is the new Kellyland rig. Can't be Swifty 12 valve anymore. I'm gonna have to change it to Swifty 5.9 because we have here a 2006 Dodge Ram 2500 with the 5.9 common rail Cummins Turbo Diesel. She's a little rough. She's a little rough around the edges. Decided to get rid of the black truck while the market was hot on used trucks. Picked this girl up pretty cheap. You'll quickly find out why it was so cheap. But overall, a whole lot of surface rust, and then of course the bedsides. That's to be expected. I can't get too worked up because it's probably cleaner than most most 2006 Iowa Dodges. I picked this up in South Dakota, Highland, something like that, South Dakota. Got a pretty good deal. It's got a lot of miles, but it was cheap. As you can probably tell, it had fender flares on it. I've taken those off already. I've kind of been working on, I don't know what you want to call it, un-nefsunning it. It had a bunch of wires run all over the place. Some holes in the dash. It had a CB and some random switches and stuff. I can only imagine were for eBay quality light bars, but the interior is actually pretty clean. The driver's seat was the only one with any damage, and I actually found a good one on my way home from picking it up, so I've already got that changed out. I've got this center console doesn't have the storage compartment. I've got one of those to throw in at some point. But yeah, this old girl here is in a pretty decent spot. If you watched the last video, you know I've got some maintenance / repair items to do on the steering, but it's actually in a pretty good place to just be a reliable, fun going to town rig, daily driver, whatever you want to call it. I've driven it to work the last couple days, run some errands in it. I actually used it this morning to pick up the other surprise for this video. It's the first brand new set of wheels I've ever owned. Got a 20x10 Fuel Maverick, some 33 1250 Thunderer ATRs, Ranger ATs. Got a cat running around back there somewhere. Yeah, so goal for this thing is to be a reliable yet fun daily driver. and trailer puller. And then once that level is achieved on this truck, we'll go back to work on this one. I would say the next major upgrade on him needs to be a built automatic transmission. And then I'll probably go to fab and compounds. Once that's done, bigger injectors, and then see where we're at from there. So, got a couple projects today for this guy. We're gonna get these wheels slapped on. Probably gonna pull the overload spring and spacers out of the rear end, do a little reverse level like we did on the Swifty truck. This one, instead of having a lift block, has like these spacers, so we're gonna pull them out of there as well as that overload. But unlike the Swifty truck, that'll probably only drop at about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, so it'll still have a little bit of rake for the trailer pullage. And I'd like to get airbags at some point anyway, so probably gonna keep it pretty simple. I've got an intake, well, poor man's intake coming, and exhaust coming. We'll probably do a very mild tune, and then some very mild appearance. Not so much upgrades, more like repairs. Basically in this area right here. But we might address some of this surface rust today, I don't know. So stay tuned while we begin. Alright folks, that was a lot more work than I thought it would be. Those lug nuts were, they were on there pretty good, and by that I mean they were tight. They were very, very tight. Now, just gotta try and get these crusty boys off. I was hoping not to have to cut them, but it ain't looking very promising. Oh. Yeah, those lug nuts had to have been on there about 254 freaking foot-pounds. And then the wheels were stuck. Hey, we got a decent amount of brake pads left, and rotors aren't too bad. I don't know what that is. Foreign language. FOT. PR1. A gooseneck. Stock bumper. Or muffler. Stock muffler. Rust. gentlemen, there you have it. These guys here, they were up through the leaf spring like this. They are round, I suppose on purpose, but I have no idea why. But they're too hardened for my vice grips to get a good bite. You saw me fighting that for a while. Finally, my recently departed grandfather, my mom's dad, rest his soul, passed that on to me right before he passed, along with some other tools, and it came in pretty handy, so thanks Grandpa for that. I'm gonna have to get some new ones of these. I'll probably go to town now and do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and get 4 of them. I'll put this side back together and then go on to the other side, and I'll probably catch up with you guys when it's done. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the new and improved truck. I guess I might have come up with a name for it. But we got her done there late last night. Of course, I had to take a break when the family got home and finish it after dark, but we're used to that. So don't mind the oil puddle. That is from Tyler. It's over here earlier, but yeah, the reverse level went pretty easy. Actually, everything came apart better than I expected it would. We struggled there a little bit, but dropped the rear almost exactly 2 inches. It's still got like 3/4 of an inch of rake, but the wheels look fucking spot on this thing. Turned out perfect. Just the right amount of offset. Don't have to run any wheel spacers or anything like that. Nice beefy all-terrain. Should be good in the snow and not near as loud. Those Aturos on the black truck got pretty darn loud there towards the end. I rotated them because they were kind of starting to wear funny, and then they got just super loud. But shoo, go get you. Side shot. She's looking pretty good. I've got a 4-inch exhaust coming to replace the stock exhaust. That's just a stock exhaust with a tip. And then I've got a big honking air filter like I run on the 12 valve. We're going to see if we can get that to work on here as well. Have some parts interchangeability and whatnot. I just think they look freaking cool. But alright guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the support. We got past 400 subscribers there a few weeks ago, so looking forward to 500 subscribers. Oh, wrong hat. If you're interested in a hat, message one of us on Instagram or leave a comment or something. Yeah, looking forward to 500 subscribers, and we'll have some t-shirts and stickers and stuff like that to for sale. But thanks for stopping by, guys. Catch you on the next one.